Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. As you know, you may have the wonderful theory, you may talk nice stories about this and that positions, about the nakshatras. If it is not reflected in the examples, the case studies, be in the friends or families, then it really doesn't have any worth. Our tradition, we are accentuating very much the examples and how these rules are repeating each other. Then we'll also be able to understand the language of the rishis, how the life is really reflected in that chart given by the Vedas. You know, I have Rahu in the Lagna, I love the case studies, I love research, and in today's video we'll be going through 3 charts of dancers and we will try to find those patterns in these charts. So the first one is very extreme and very interesting case because the person was born without the arms. Even in that challenging situation, developed the real skill in the dancing. Second chart belonging to Sheryl Burke, and she won the contest, so winning something should be also accentuated in the chart. And the third one will be Lucinda Childs. In this case, what is really taking our attention is that she was also teaching the dancing, so maybe Jupiter will be also pronounced. In the first case, person was also involved in the painting, so maybe we can also appreciate that and try to find this component of the biography reflected in the chart. So let's see what patterns we have in these 3 charts. So we'll be going through a few principles, and as you know, in our tradition we are taking very seriously the 10th from moon, arudha, navamsha and dashamsa. So whatever will be there has to be filtered, has to touch those points, and then we can say with the certainty that yes, this would be that career life profile. So if we start with the Lagna, because it has a lot to do with recognition and fame, we know that the formation or yoga of planets, because the yoga means just relationship between 2 or more planets, which is signifying the art or acting, would be the Venus and Mercury. And we will try to see if there is any connection to Mercury or Venus. For dancing, we would even say that Mercury could be more important. So we see in the first example we have Ascendant Lord with Mercury, in second also the same situation, and in the third example we have Venus in the Ascendant, but the Lagna Lord, the Ascendant Lord, is Mercury. So in all cases we have connection to Venus, Mercury. What I have also found is that Saturn was pronounced, and this is very important for the body, for the muscles, for people who are also earning in any way from showing the body or from appearance and so on. The first case we have also Saturn in conjunction. In the second we have Saturn in the Lagna, and in the third one we have this connection but in the navamsha. So Ascendant Lord is with the Saturn in the navamsha. So this is very interesting if we found it through not so linear direct way, because if there is this last resort, this last chance, then always it will be with that planet which should be there. So this is always very interesting that if there is through a nakshatra or through some dispositor or through some uchanad or navamsha, then always it will be that exact planet joining, and so this is confirming how everything is beautifully working. Now for the first case we see that the person was born without the arms, so Lagna Lord is in the 11th house, afflicted by this Mars and Ketu. So we know, we have been taught, and also in the text, the Jataka Parijata, we were instructed that when Mars and Ketu are influencing something, there could be some transplantation, there could be some removal, there could be some surgery, or in this case the person was not born, and this being born, the body, this can be very much related to the 11th house. Now in 2 examples we have Ketu, which is the planet of perfectionism. The Trikona in the Navamsha, Ketu is giving more that perfectionist part of its nature, and in 10th house in the Rashi it is giving more the stamina and hardworking part. So we see in 2 charts, in the first and the third one, we have this Ketu in the 10th house in the Rashi, which is showing that person has a lot of desires to, a lot of strength, it's very hardworking. In the Navamsha, the first and the second chart, we have Ketu in the Trikona, which is showing that perfectionist way. And of course, we need to have the entertainment factor given by the arudha. So in the first case, we have Venus on the arudha lagna. In the second case, we have a Venus having digbala, being in the 4th house, the directional strand from the arudha lagna. This is also qualifying. And in the third case, we have arudha lagna lord with the Venus. So in each case, we have Venus directly related to arudha lagna, which is enabling as a situation where the person is working with the entertaining sector. Okay guys, if you like this video so far, please don't forget to click the thumbs up. According to what we know, it is helping the channel, and subscribe if you like to be notified about similar videos in the future. Now let's go back to this analysis. Now the central point, 10th house from the moon. In the first case, very easy. 10th from moon is Saturn with the Mercury, right? It's all related to the 11th house, so the situation also will inspire, will be very much connected to or will shape the career profile of the person. In the second, we have a Saturn, but the Saturn is an own sign, and its Uchanata and dispositor is a Venus. And in this case, Venus is with Mercury in 7th house. And this is the contest winner. This is how the person won the Dancing with the Stars. Because of that, became very popular. So 7th house is always related to contest, always related to war, because it's like competition. Even in the dashamsa, the 7th house may show people with whom we have to compete in the work. So Rashi, also 7th house, is very much accentuated, and the 10th house from moon is also showing how this started. So this whole situation, the whole circumstance, how the person started, how she or he get into that situation. So 7th house would show through some form of contest. Now, if we see 10th house in the navamsha, in the first, we know that the person was not only dancer, but also painter. So we have this Mercury and Venus in the trikona, which is signifying very much the skill part. Saturn is in 10th lord, but it's an own sign, so Uchanata giving effects of Venus. In the second, we have 10th lord Jupiter in the 7th, so even in the Navamsha, the 7th house is very much accentuated. Venus is aspecting 10th house by Rasi and Graha Drishti. And in the last example, we have Venus directly sitting in the 10th house in the Navamsha. Now the last point would be the dashamsa. We are looking for 2nd, 6th and 10th houses in the dashamsa, because in that professional chart, these are the points where your career life will be shown, especially your responsibility, what you are exactly doing in your career life. So we see that to define our career life, we have to connect few points and build the whole story or the picture. So here we have a Jupiter, Mercury, Parivartana, putting this very strong influence of Mercury. And of course, the person was also a painter. We have a Venus in the 6th house. And we also know that this person, because this ability was rejected initially, we see that the 10th lord in the Shamsa and even the Artha Kona, the 6th house, is in the Marana Karakastana. So there is some mental challenge whilst trying to get the skill and the expertise. And now in the second example, we have Moon in the 7th house, which is showing some form of fame. So this contest, this fame, being on the TV, everyone is seeing you, is very much this fame yoga must somewhere be there. And Mercury again in 2nd house, 7th lord, which shows that person may be both employed and have own business related to dancing. And in the last example, we have Mercury in the 6th. Again, and in the Venusian sign, so Mercury and Venus again dominating the 6th house, but we know this person was also teaching dancing. That was also the important responsibility. So we have Jupiter in 10th house. So you see the Arudha Lagna may be only influenced by Venus, because this is the essence of what the person is doing, but within that image, within that, we could say, category, what the person was also doing was teaching. So in the Shamsa, this Jupiter must be also there if that was the situation. That's it for today. I think that if you are on the channel for some time, this is nothing new. We are going through these rules, but I hope this is making your foundation even stronger. So if you like this video, please don't forget to click the thumbs up, subscribe if you'd like to be notified about similar videos in the future. Thank you for watching till the end and being here with me on the channel, and see you in the next one.